Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of Hanging and Reading with Mr. Cooper. It's your boy, Mr. Cooper, aka DJC Money, aka Cooper, the main event, Rubik. Today, I have a very special story for us. This story is something I remember from my childhood, and this is called No David. Growing up, I remember a lot of times my mother would always tell me no. I was always climbing on things, running around, yelling when I wasn't supposed to, and she would always say, "No, Cooper." And she read me this book quite frequently, just because, I needed it. So, without further ado, this is No David by David Shannon. David's mom always said, "No, David." No, David. Uh-oh. So, we see David here is reaching for the jar of cookies. It must not be dessert time. He must not have eaten dinner yet, or maybe it's in the morning. I know my class likes to try and sneak some cookies in the morning when we're supposed to be eating breakfast foods. No, David, no. Uh-oh. So David looks like he was running outside and rolling around in the mud, and now he's a mucky pup, and he's dragging that all into the house. Ugh. No, no, no. So David here filled the bathtub up way too much, and it's overflowing. It's getting all over the floor, and he's just having a good old time. Come back here, David. Oh boy! So after that bath, instead of putting on his clothes, he just started running down the street, and I don't even know what to say about that. David, be quiet. So we've got David here wearing his best marching band outfit, and he's banging on the pots and the pans, just causing a ruckus. We know we don't make that much noise in the house. You gotta stay quiet in the house. Don't play with your food. So David here, he took potatoes and chicken wings and some green beans, and he stuck them on the fork, and he made a little person. Oh, you're not supposed to play with your food, David. Oh, David. That's enough, David. So now David has way too much food in his mouth. Somehow this kid managed to fit a whole chicken leg, a whole carrot, green beans, broccoli, other beans I see, and maybe some mashed taters. I don't know. He's got a whole thing going on. Go to your room. So now David is mad. He's been getting in trouble all day, and now he's finally getting sent to his room and trying to watch that superhero show, and he's pretty furious that he doesn't get to finish it. Settle down, David. Now David is boing, 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 jumping on the bed. Should not jump on the bed. I know when I was younger, I was jumping on the bed. And just like that in that little story, the monkey's jumping on the bed, I fell off and I bumped my head. Shouldn't do that. Ooh. Stop that this instant. So here we've got a close-up shot of David with his finger in his nose. He is digging for gold. He's trying to pluck out a big juicy one. He's determined. That's a face of determination. Put your toys away. So now David, busy watching the space show, but look at that. He's got a huge mess in his playroom. Toys are everywhere. That is a big old messy mess. Uh-oh. Not in the house, David. So David, he's got all of his baseball stuff on, playing all by himself, and it looks like he's ready to toss that ball up and hit it with the baseball bat, but, we've got a lot of expensive stuff around here. We got a lamp over here. We've got a grandfather clock over here. We've got another fancy clock. That table's glass. We've got this vase with a plant in it, and then, this pretty little ballerina antique. So I don't know if this is going to work well for David. And, yep, there he is, the culprit. I said no, David. So, yeah, just as I suspected. I wonder, oh, there she is. There's that pretty little ballerina. The whole vase is smashed. There's one culprit. There's two culprits. He fought the law and the law won. Davy, come here. Oh, so now David's sad. He's been getting in trouble all day. Yes, David, I love you. So even though, David spent all day being a little stinker, getting in trouble and doing what he wasn't supposed to, his mom still loves him. That's a good lesson for us. Even though maybe at school, maybe at home, you might get in trouble, the people who are, trying to help you, even if you get punished, they're trying to help you. They're trying to make you learn, make you see that, your actions weren't acceptable, but they still care about you. So that was No David by David Shannon. Thank you once again for coming out and hanging and reading with Mr. Cooper.